Good, lots of good things there. I just want to enhance it a bit. Just
Coming strong.
huh?
Like the beginning.
No, not the beginning. Throughout is just a tiny bit of a space in between the phrases and emphasizing, like, you know, how they begin and how do they end. You know, I'm emphasizing in my speech how I want to hear. Like, for example, here when it says cantando. So there's no ambiguity between, you understand? It doesn't have to sound like this, but so it's clearly the beginning of the phrase, not to be confused with the spezzicato, understand? It's just a tiny bit of space that you give yourself. It's almost like if you're speaking with somebody on the phone and they can't really understand you because the reception is bad, and you go like, no, what I mean is that I will meet you at 5 p.m. You know, if you tell them, they want to get it. So just a little bit of that, what I mean. Okay, once again. That E. Yeah, I have to hear this one. That was all clear, so now this one here. Play this again. Maybe it's too dark, a little bit clearer. Accent on this one. Yeah, again, sing melodic, and not the accent on this one just because it has a chord. There's no cantabile, and this has to be that's completely different from this. Think this. Because the bass is simply an octave lower from this or you Understand? That voice is still there. So you have to accommodate it. Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, so that I don't feel these kind of things in that melodical sense. It's not the same octave, it's an octave lower, but it belongs, that A belongs to the, you know, because it's right? Play. This scale again, you're playing this here, right? Once again. Yeah, when you shift the chord, don't let the pinky and third stay down below, yeah. Don't push it physically. Lighten up there. Yeah. So as you go into that more difficult thing, you go like. You're thinking it. Play there. Like so? Or you go 4-3. Okay, this. Play me that. Okay, the problem is in your second finger. You're tossing this and your finger is up high. And then you need a lot of time to look. As I go with the pinky, the second comes down in its place. So think that, yeah, don't think so much about the fourth, but think of the second, just replacing. That's it. Play the whole. Yum. Take time. You play it. Right? Yeah. G has to connect to C. Da, D, sorry, D flat. D, da, da. That's better. closer. Maybe not that much, not so much the shoulder. Just find a sweet spot for you. Another thing, don't try to use the force on all of the bar, but more like just the top portion. So you can even bend your first finger in this knuckle. Press. More like this. Instead, like half bar on top. If you can get your finger, your hand to be closer up, look what I'm doing. The closer this is, you can get this portion to come up higher. Yeah. This is difficult. Very difficult. So I want this kind of alignment. All the time talk about it. If I put a full bar, look what it does to my hand. Put me these two here. Bring the palm even higher. Okay, now add. That's where I want you. Yeah. Yeah. See? Still you're no. Don't go into full bar. That's it. That's what you have to do. Because it doesn't change these. Otherwise, this is what happens when you lose that grip. Yeah. Go on. No accent. Don't hesitate. Right? Maybe one more. Maybe one more. Okay, look at the filling hand chord. Lift everything except 4. Bring it down. Now, maybe. So my point is that once you hit the 4th finger, the other, yeah, that's too late. Then the other 3 have to be in their position, right above the strings. Yeah, you can't do and get it. Then it's too late. No, you don't have the chord. Change on the rest stroke. Yeah, it gives it a little bit more of clarity on the slur. Go on. Here the same. You see, for example, look how it's written. You have, it's always with the upbeat. This motive. Then you have these basses, and then again upbeat. And then look here. It's not 3/8 are grouped together. Group this to this. Yam dum dum pam pam da 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 da. Pam pa di da 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 da. Yeah. So separate them a bit in your mind, eh? Where do you play this? And I don't want to hit that much of a breath before the fourth though. Play me these harmonics. Yeah, the chord is not long. The fermata is after, like a break. Chords are short. No, short. Yeah, and don't bust them. You can have a rasgado but clean. It's not bad. That's clean. Next one. Yeah. Short. Give yourself, really consciously have to say, like, I need to pronounce these things. Good.
I'm still kind of having trouble with the end, getting to that.
Okay, we'll get there. On the top. Begin again. What this has to be? It has to like just take off. Not too much time on when you begin. Otherwise, the rhythm, it throws me off. I do not know what's happening. Even if it's mezzo piano. That note there. Belongs still to that Tarrega. Where do you play? And then you shift. Once again, play me that. No, what I mean. Once again. You see it? Ah. Yeah, don't hold the first finger about just for a second. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. Play me been muted. Right? That's good. Your slur is too fast. Then a shift is too much energy in it. Yeah, you're thinking it. You can't do that. You can't stay in a thinking mode. You have to go into a flow. You have to follow your ears. No, don't give me that sudden bang, man. Play me from this bass, it's very nice. Yeah, because it's looking for resolution, doesn't it? Fingers fly, let it go. Don't control them now. Play with this. Don't think it. You're thinking each. That's it. Let it go. Listen. Follow what you know by ear. Let the fingers go down, much more muscle memory. There was no, as I said, it's you before this starts. Slurs are sometimes too fast. This whole part, practice it dotted, both ways. Tam, taram, param, pam. The other. No, that's the other one we did. That's da di da di one da 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 da. Yeah, but with this. And now talking about the slurs, you can't hammer on the slurs here, having your 3 and 4 close by. They have to be in the first position. Yeah. No. even out any too fast layers or anything slow. Play me all 3 fingers on the strings and play me. Remember the sensation of how little do they go away from the string. Play me 2 chords, 2 arpeggios. So you want to give them the sensation of how far do they want to go, and not too far. Play me that again. Look at them, and really memorize that feeling. The eye finger comes too late to the string. It plucks, and the thumb is already there, and it has a trouble of coming. Not unusual. I've seen this. I had it myself. Almost as if you pluck. You're plucking like so rather than this. Understand? Much less. More of a. I have a feeling like in my whole hand of a pluck. Not so much the finger. Yeah, definitely. You're fine. You're just, you know what? You're still in the mode to go like, fingers, now this, now this, now this, now this. You have to just go dee da da dee da da dee da dee da dee da. You have to have that ahead of you, like what is guiding you, and let a finger follow that. Much more. So, right? And take a tiny bit of breath because you have to get from the barring, right?
I just leave the bar.
Take time for D. Don't put second yet. Play with this. Relax. And then check second. So another thing. Again, the palm has to come up closer. Like this, they are apart. Also this shift. Too much energy. Like this, light shift. there are all sorts of little kind of adjustments in the hand to be made, but mainly it's to lose the grip and to be quick in you know, gripping and relaxing, releasing. Your palm has to come up higher. There you are. There you are. That's much better. Now, you could be carrying attention from, you know, before. Sorry. There's ability in your fingers to play at one level, and you're interfering with them. You understand? You're too much on top of them. Kind of let them be, like, you know, hey, how can I make your life easier? You know what I mean? And that comes from here. So all the tension that we accumulate, in general, speaking in life, gets to this. So you have to make, you kind of have to have a little bit of meditative approach physically to guitar and also musically as well. You understand? Use that to, it's not like getting away from everything. It's just having that space there and now. That doesn't mean that other things don't exist. They must not, I think, cross that much. Right?